Hello everybody, it's Steve in another unboxing video. You can tell by the title what this one is gonna be, but this is Cerritos I picked up at the end of July, so about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago actually, from the time I'm recording this, or the time this is gonna be released, because I ordered this with the drop of the same day the video for the Norway came out, and I was able to get this. Also got the F302 from that drop from Stargate, and that one will eventually be showing up here. You can see the dimensions on the box, 12 inches long, 9 inches wide, 5 inches tall, and I'm surprised it came as quickly as it did. There was one little nick in the box right by the label on the top, or kind of on the underside of where this thing is right now, but let's go ahead and dive right on into it. And good amount of paper on it. I heard something that was shuffling around when I was bringing the box inside, so a little worried about that stuff, but at the same time, I have one of the ships that is harder to get, and this is the, I guess, Eaglemoss / Master Replicas calls this a mid-size model. It's about the same size as the Titan is, and you'll see it when we get it into the Fleet Museum, but so we got the Cerritos. Taking a look at the box itself. Looks to be in pretty good shape. A couple little dings hither and thither, but not too much of a concern. I'll go ahead and cut this off here with my handy-dandy letter opener here. Be very, very careful. Don't want to damage these guys, because these are collector's items now with Eaglemoss no longer in existence. And whew. Just trying to be really careful with this, and also trying to hold the camera with one hand simultaneously while doing that. That's more on the difficult side, but let's go ahead. Fingers crossed. I have seen some people post online that their Cerritos, I'm not sure what the plural is, but their ships were damaged in shipping, so I see those pictures getting posted, Master Replicas being very aware of it and trying to fix it. No magazine, I'm noticing, as I'm getting ready to lift this guy off. Ah, wow, he looks quite nice. I'm actually checking in the box here before I do this. Yep, no magazine, which is totally fine. The XL version, which is, I think, coming out the same day as this video, should have it. And the number on this one, oh, wow, this is a high number. 5629-A/E. I don't think I've had an E in any of my, well, other than the Enterprise E, but it got my little bracket here. I'm a little nervous just looking at the nacelles here and how they're going. So, Cerritos, California-class ship. I'm going to guess probably done up in the 2360s it was developed. It's been in service for a while. One thing I do notice before I lift it out, I think the Cerritos is more of an oval-shaped hull like the Enterprise and the Galaxies of the era. Well, there she is. Be really careful, because again, these things are super hard to come by. Good amount of detailing on it. You got the yellow markings. Somebody's hair on it, I guess. Yep, there's a little hair on it. Oh well. But you got USS Cerritos, NCC 75567 on there. Feels pretty light, if I'm totally honest with you. Massive nacelles, mind you. And I know when I was talking about the birth class, how this was super impractical. I do think for the Cerritos, the turbo lifts go down the struts and along the nacelle to get to the engineering section. The nacelles look really big to me. I think I'm going to have to just look at a reference photo of how big the nacelle should be, because this actually looks quite sizable. Let's also get this thing in the Fleet Museum. I'm going to try to set it up next to the Titan so you can see how they compare to each other. And after a significant amount of rearranging to get these two ships next to each other, I've got the Cerritos in a little temporary spot here at the front of the Fleet Museum. Give an idea, so I measured the Titan probably about 8.5 inches long. The Cerritos is probably closer to 7 or 6, probably say 7 inches long maybe. So it's not as big as the rest of the ships that I've got here. It's a little bit bigger than that trio back there. But the XL Cerritos is, I guess, closer in size to maybe the Reliant or the Akira, probably maybe in length to Voyager. But I like how it does, they built it as a smaller, the mid-size, like I mentioned, class for it. And I do like how it kind of fits in with the motif, because these the California classes, I'm pulling from memory here, they're not meant to be these giant ships. They're the little workhorses that go around. They do the second contact, the engineering stuff. And I do like how it fits in pretty well with the Titan. I got to rearrange the Fleet Museum here going forward because there's only a handful of ships left that I want to get for my collection. I know there's some alien ships like the Romulan Warbird XL, the Klingon Bird of Prey XL, things like that. But for me, the ships I'm really looking for still are the XL Defiant, the XL Enterprise C. I might get a Vancouver. I might just try to track one down in the secondary market eventually. But once I get those two, I'm pretty much done with this collection. I don't really want to keep going with, oh, wait, one more, actually. And it's actually involving these two ships here, the Prometheus and the Daedalus. There's a rumor, and I have to emphasize it's a rumor right now, that Eaglemoss may have produced the Prometheus as it was in Stargate. Prometheus was a little bit smaller than the Daedalus class, and if I do get that one, that's going to be a big one on the collection. I do have the F-302 on the way. Eventually, I will get the Hatak gold mothership, but the Cerritos has a little spot right now. I'll get it nice and arranged in the Fleet Museum. But for now, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.